It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. Here comes the screen. Hayward. To Adams. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Celtics have it. Walker to Cantor. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Paul across the timeline. 2-point advantage. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Walker with the basketball. Down 4. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. Smothering D. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
Off the assist.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Walker. To Cantor. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Curling inside, Jaylen Brown. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Brown with it up top. 10-6 our score. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. And he's going to the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Paul into the front court. The score 10-8. To Adams. Good look that time, but off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. To Paul. Has a look. Now a step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. To Cantor. And it's Cantor above the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Big man, Steven Adams. 3 for 4. Good start.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Kemba Walker. To Cantor. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Now Paul with the basketball. 14-10 the score. Looking to take this all the way. Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. Paul. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming. Kemba Walker picked up by Paul. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. Well defended. To Paul. Fires the three. Chris Paul is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 86% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Second to 3, got it. Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum shot misses.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Nerlens Noel tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
spinning shot won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker cleaning the offensive glass. Tatum can't connect. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 5. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Trying to cash in. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Easy path to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Has a chance. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. And count the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Taking advantage of the turnover. Desperation shot here from half. Knocks it down at the buzzer from half court. He lined it up perfectly. What an end to the first quarter. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches.
Substitutions. Substitutions. Oklahoma City.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Walker into the front court. They're down 3. To Cantor. Kemba Walker, defended by Steven Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. And Adams able to clear the board. Paul with it up top. Leads 3. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. And look out.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
to Paul. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Chris Paul with a chance at a 4-point play. Shooting 66% in this contest. Got it at the line. To Kemba Walker. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul into the front court. Leads 5. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Shot by Tatum won't fall. Gets to the basket and scores. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. Thunder with the lead.
The Thunder are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Celtics are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game drive. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is...
Substitutions, Boston. Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
knocked loose. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Marcus Smart. And scores. Strong take.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. For 3. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Danny Green up against Patterson. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Hayward to Danny Green. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward to Danny Green. Had a good look there, but it's no good. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Boston with the basketball. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Hayward from the outside, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Paul across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. Danny Green sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Marcus Smart.
Defense, let's go.
Danny Green over to the right side. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hayward. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Beyond the arc for three. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Looking good, 4 for 5.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Jason Tatum has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Terrence Ross trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Hayward. Screen coming. JaVale McGee blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Danny Green. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Number 41, Brandon Knight. Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
Brandon Knight matched up with Paul. Thunder have it. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Paul matched up with Knight. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Knight into the front court. Up by 3. And the rebound taken in by Ferguson. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nice pass to set things up.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Here comes the screen to Jaylen Brown. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
To Jaylen Brown. Fine to shoot. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Now Paul with the basketball. Our score all even in this third quarter. Count the bucket for two.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul with it up top. Tie game, third quarter. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Brandon Knight against Chris Paul. Picked up by the Thunder.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Jaylen Brown snatching it out of the air. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knight into the front court. His group now down 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
To Paul. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Here's CP3. Knight into the front court. Shot clock off as they look to tie or take the lead onto the fourth quarter. This for the tie. That ends the third quarter. The Thunder with the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth. They get it down to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Goes to the left side. Walker, give it to him. Kemba Walker. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Shot from the lane won't go. And he drains it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
OKC ball. Paul. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Walker with the basketball. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Ferguson slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Paul into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Cleans it up, and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
I got him.
Walker. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. Paul across the timeline. 2-point advantage.
That's me.
To Hayward. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Paul into the front court. All even here in the fourth. Shemi Ojale rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Gordon Hayward pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Kemba Walker matched up with Paul. Here comes the screen. To Walker, going to launch beyond the arc. Look out, Kemba hitting the tough shots here.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
And a pass stolen by Boston.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oklahoma City ball. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Paul, tough shot. He hits. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kemba Walker. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. And 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Leads 3. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Can't connect from inside. Into the front court, it's Walker. Leads 5. Steven Adams with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
From long range. And drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Ferguson. Fires the 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Trying to cash in. Hayward unable to connect. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Brown into the front court. Up by 6.
I got him.
Walker. And the rebound pulled down by Adams. To Paul. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Kemba Walker picked up by Paul. Oh, that's how it's done.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul. Can't connect.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Walker into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Jaylen Brown. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day.
Substitutions, Oklahoma City.
I got him. Here we go.
Has a chance. And McGee there for the rebound. Paul. Fires the 3. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Walker with the basketball. Lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Jaylen Brown. That's no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
Screen. Ain't right.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win a close one by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation.
The Celtics won this game after a close finish.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The Thunder lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game trap. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kemba Walker put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Boston Celtics. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.